Hello, my name is Caleb and I'm from New Digital. I am going to show off the VS Code extension that I use to work on any CodeStitch site that I make. Uh, the first feature we're going to cover is optimizing images with the Sharp integration. So currently this is our project. It is a cleaning website and none of these images have been optimized, which we should be doing. So Uh, the first feature we're going to cover is just a quick install of the 11T Sharp images. So if you do Control-Shift-P, uh, you'll see there's a setup 11T Sharp images function. If we run this, let me stop the server first. If we run this, it'll ask us if we're using Netlify or not. This is uh, whether or not it'll configure the netlify.toml file. We are using Netlify for this site, so I'm going to hit yes. So as you can see, I guess you can't see because it's covered, but it's installing the npm packages and configuring our files. So if we go to the 11t.js, we can see that it added a 11t plugin sharp images line here. And if we go to the TOML, we can also see it added the plugin cache as well as the two plugins or packages in our package.json. So that is the first feature. A quick install, we don't have to worry about copying or knowing anything. Once we have that done, we can very easily optimize images. This is how you would do it. So for example, let me run the server again. We can see that this image, let's see, it's pretty small on your screen there, but I'll just let you know. This image is currently 744 kilobytes, and the image itself is 25 by 2500 pixels, whereas we're only showing 760 of those pixels. So we do want to optimize it to reduce the file size. So what we will do is in our code, this is the hero image here. We can see there's a button that just says optimize images. We just hit that and hit save. And then I'm not sure why the console isn't showing everything. It might be bugged. If I look at it here, it has been updated, so it is now 43 kilobytes, and it is the correct size. So just like that, we have optimized the hero image. We've reduced it from 700 and some kilobytes to 43. So extremely fast. You don't have to worry about knowing this command. You just hit optimize images, and it will take the width and height from the image element at the bottom of your picture and then apply that to the sizing. So you can modify if needed or if the sizing is wrong on the image tag. So that is the optimize image function or feature. Next, we have the Navigator for HTML and CSS files for CodeStitch. So let's see. So two things. We have a go to styling button at the top of our stitch, and we can see that is on every one. Let's say we want to go to services and update the styling there. So we can hit go to styling. It'll take us to the services page. We can see that it's the same one because the ID is services 368. Whereas if we go to the styling, it is services 368. Here we can adjust all the styling we need. However, let's say we wanted to jump to something else. So we know our styling for the header. If we go to the header file, here. It might not detect it on this one. All right, that is a-okay. I'll just show you right in the root file. In the root file, it is a very long file, right? There is 2,000 lines in here, but we can easily jump around this file using the Navigator. So we have our course styles at the top. Let's say I want to go to the call to action. I can just click that. It'll take me right to the section. If I wanted to get specific with it, I can expand it and go to the different breakpoints that are in these sections. So it is very convenient to navigate um, your styling files. Same with the HTML files. We can see the CodeStitch Navigator has the different components or the different stitches that are in this file. So if we want something a little, I don't think services is longer. No. Yeah, they're pretty small pages, so not much to see here. But if you have a really long page, it is extremely handy to jump around your files. So that is the Navigator feature. Now we have the convert a form to be Netlify compatible. So this is to have it detect on Netlify the form and also add a CAPTCHA. So if we go to our contact page, we can see here is the form that uh, is part of the stitch. There's a button here that says convert to Netlify form. So when we click this, what it does is it adds a data Netlify true to the form element. And then the formatting is a little funny here, but it also adds the reCAPTCHA above the submit button. So if we save our page and then see how this reflects on the contact page, actually we won't be able to see it here because we're not running it in Netlify, but I can inspect the code and see that there is the element here for the reCAPTCHA. We just can't see it because we're not on a Netlify site. So that is how you can easily convert a form to Netlify compatible. You don't have to worry about copying and pasting things, reading documentation. You just hit the button. Lastly, one of the biggest features is converting a CodeStitch navigation bar to be Netlify or to be compatible with 11T. So I've got a you can't see it, but I've got a navigation bar loaded up. Let's go to our header. And obviously, we're going to want to replace this. This is the Netlify or the 11T code. However, when we paste in this new navigation bar, we can see that it removes the 11T integration and it's all static, which we're going to want to change, right? So the navigation bar is ugly. We need to style it. So let's use some of the other features that we have access to with this extension. So I want to replace the CSS for this navigation bar. So I'm going to go to the root. I'm going to find desktop navigation. We're going to get rid of it. Same with let's save. Same with mobile navigation. There. So now we've gotten rid of all the navigation things. I copied the CSS from CodeStitch, so I'll just paste it here. We can see that we get our mobile, desktop, different navigation sections back in again. We can see that the nav bar now looks correct. So we've properly put it in. There is JavaScript that you would normally put in the navigation bar as well. I'm just going to skip that. And let me make sure I'm not missing any other styles. No, we should be good. Okay. So currently, we can see that these navigation entries are wrong. So we're going to go to our header, and there's a button here that says Make Compatible with 11T. When we click this, you can see it adds all the code, replaces the existing code. So if we hit Save, we can now see that our site is updated to reflect all the different pages that our site has, right, using 11T. So very quick to add new navigation bars using multiple different elements of this extension, from navigating the CSS file, selecting sections, deleting, and making the navigation systems compatible with 11T. So it's an all-in-one, really quick way of just modifying your site as needed and jumping around it and jumping around also the large, long uh, styling files.